Ready to know what it looks to be the ultimate battleground of Miami's real estate market? Bidding wars, multiple offers, and lines around the block are just the beginning of what you could face in this red-hot market. But wait, how is this even possible? Well, hold on tight because I am about to give you the latest Miami real estate update. Sharon, your favorite Miami real estate agent, and as a future home buyer, I'm sorry to say that the news is not great for you. In this latest Miami housing update, I'll be discussing 5 key points that will leave you reeling, pending sales, showing appointments, median time to contract, median percent of original list price received, and month supply of inventory. So trust me, all of them are crazy indicators of what we could see or not in this market with not much inventory and higher interest rates. All right, so what's happening in the Miami real estate market right now? Indeed, we're seeing bidding wars, we're seeing multiple offers and some over asking offers in Miami's real estate market at this moment. But why? Why again if the rates are higher than 2 years ago? Well, first of all, there are people who need to buy or to sell, right? Either the family is growing or the house is too big. The real estate will always continue to move. People will always need housing. Could be slower, yes, but it will continue to move. And second, Miami is so attractive to both out-of-state buyers and people from other countries that, of course, this is very important. Last month, total pending sales increased 10% month-over-month. And why do we need to track all of these numbers, Sharon? Well, pending sales and showing appointments are some indicators of how hot our market is. Seeing a continuous increase in pending sales and a 14% increase month-over-month of showing appointments are very alarming news for future buyers. This too means more real estate transactions are happening, more movement with the showing appointments. If you're on the fence of buying, you need to be aware of what you could possibly face if you find the right property so you don't either lose it or you don't waste time. The next points are median time to contract, median percent of original list price received, and months supply of inventory. So let's consider all of these 3 factors month over month and not yearly data, since we want to see how hot the Miami market is turning or not. Median time to contract was 35 days in March and 46 days in February. For the last month and since last year, actually, this measure has been increasing, and of course that happened when the mortgage rates were increasing. However, this is the first time over a year that this measure decreased 24% month over month. That is a huge decrease because this is measuring the median number of days between the listing date and contract date. In other words, properties are kind of flying again. As far as the median percent of original list price received, which measures the market recovery as either the market is moving away from the buyer, so they need either, maybe they need to match the price, maybe not, or maybe they need to send something higher than the selling price, also increased from the previous month, 0.6% increase from 95.1% to 95.7%. Second month in a row of increasing since 2 years ago. And can you guess what happened with the month supply of inventory in the latest data, after seeing the previous data that I just talked? Can you guess what happened? Well, maybe you guessed that right. For the second month in a row, the supply decreased. Month supply of inventory decreased to 3.5, coming from 3.8 and 4 the previous month for single family homes. And, again, all 3 indicators of a hot market. All right, moving on. The median sale price for single family homes in Miami has increased by 2.7% month over month to $570,000 in March, and that is up from $555,000 in February. Of course, this is great news for homeowners or for future home sellers in the area who are looking to sell their properties. But that's not all. Condos in Miami have also seen a significant increase in value, with the median sale price rising by 2.6% month over month to $400,000 in March. And this is a testament to the overall strength of the Miami real estate market, which continues to thrive despite other markets. In terms of total homes sold, in March, Miami sold 8.6% more total homes than March 2019. This is a 0.9% increase for total single-family homes sold and 15.4% increase for condos compared to 2019. Now, let's talk a little about new listings and active listings on the Miami market. So, new listings in Miami decreased 23.5% from last year, and we are definitely not seeing much new inventory coming to the market, which is important to track because the market is getting tougher. Same with the active listings. Active listings are decreasing as well. So, everything is giving us indicatives of being a tough market for buyers once again in Miami. Are you watching this market update from another state, thinking of moving over here? What are you seeing in your local market? Comment below. I would like to read your thoughts, your comments about this latest market update. Moving on, let me talk a bit about foreclosures, which last week was crazy with lots of headlines about that. Here are some headlines, for example. More Americans are losing their homes as foreclosures on U.S. properties rise. Then foreclosures are on the rise, particularly in Illinois, Delaware, and New Jersey. Another one with U.S. foreclosure filings jumped 22% and repossessions hit highest level in 3 years. And last one, foreclosures jump is another wave about to flood the housing market. What? All of them are very alarming headlines, right? And they come from a recent article from Adam Data, and yet there have been over 1 million fewer foreclosures in the last 3 years in the United States, as you can see in this graph. But also, they didn't look at the most important graph from that report, which is this one. Take a look at the history of foreclosures in the whole country and the latest data. Okay, and if we come back to our local information, Miami distressed sales remain low. 1.2% of all closed residential sales in Miami were distressed in March compared to 1.3% last year, and numbers are similar to national numbers. Nothing to worry at the moment with this point here. I wanted to talk about this because of those crazy headlines out there from a week or so ago. It's clear that Miami's real estate market is getting hotter with some multiple offers and lines around the block again. If you ask me, Sharon, what do you predict about the interest rates? I think they will decrease more in order for sellers to sell. We need more inventory, and maybe a way around that is for the rates to drop. As of April 27th, mortgage rates were at 6.43%, showing a sign of increases for now. But again, I think they will decrease later this year. So if you're on the fence, get ready for when that happens, because I certainly think it will. I don't know when, but I could say I have a feeling they will. To have a discovery Zoom meeting with me to say where you are or to talk to me about your future selling plans, you can either do so by completing the form in the description box below, or you can call me at my direct phone number 786-376-2398 to chat. And hey, don't forget to check out my latest video on the 2023 best brand new investments in Miami. So click here to watch the video, and I'll see you there.